check somebody's stealth. Okay, that's better.
Mm-hmm.
So, the person who approaches in the wee hours of the morning, as you both have been catching bad sleep and hoping that you'll stay asleep longer, right, underneath the tree or wherever it is that you've managed to dig out. Let's roll awareness.
The awaken from crunching leaves or something.
That's what awareness is for. Oh wait, there's an interesting check on that. What happens if you're... Well, neither of you is sleeping well. So I'm not going to use this.
It is a deep sleep.
Right. There's a rather good little section in here somewhere about using awareness to wake up in an encounter. But since you're sleeping badly anyway.
Badly asleep.
Any penalties?
I'm sorry?
Any penalties? Or
No. I can't think of any.
Just being alive is not. And
I got on mine.
Nope. Critical failure.
So, okay. So,
says,
sadly, critical failure.
Yeah, it's
Here's my favorite part of that. That means for a little while you are getting good sleep, right? When you finally start getting good sleep, this happens. Right? You would have got a healing check. No. So therefore, you just beginning to be irritated by snoring.
Yeah,
he's actually sleeping.
Envious.
Yeah, angry and shut up. Let me sleep too.
And then you hear somebody call from the night. It says, "St.
Not here.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm a friend. I mean no harm. I'm all right. Where is everybody?"
It's Dermiel.
And a fellow has come out of the night who has a very primitive hat, which is made from some kind of leathery skin that looks kind of like a little tent. It's divided. I mean, it's seamed down a row here and it has these flaps, right? And he comes out. He's got a short bow. He has a quiver. He says, I've been out for days. I've been hunting the marsh rabbits. I have my catch with me, and I where is everyone? I meant to come in during the day, but well, I got a little delayed, and so.
You live here?
Sometimes. He's looking, it's dark, right? Mm. So at this point, everybody's kind of peering at each other.
Yeah.
And he's looking puzzled and is basically saying, can I stay here with you? Is there, I can share a rabbit. Although I'll keep the pelt though. That's valuable.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one was the first one I got. It's not going to last much longer. Then he kind of looks at it and says, if indeed it's lasted, actually, but we can have that. So, yeah.
I kick you away.
I'm guessing they have this pitiful little fire that's more smoke than
probably.
Everything is just miserable and wet.
Right. Yeah. And he kind of looks a little critically at your camping arrangements. Back and forth.
He made it.
and
I'm injured, you bastard.
He says, are you hurt?
Sadly, yes.
Oh. He looks back and forth and he says, you must tell me what's happened here. Did
goats? I'm not lying.
I don't know what happened here exactly, but we have...
Goats, just about here.
Had some complications. I have not encountered any ghosts, but apparently he has.
He says, a goat didn't do that to your leg.
No. That was something else. But you don't need to worry.
He starts looking, he kind of is thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he says, no problem. That's fine. I'll be very helpful. You can trust me. I won't say anything. I promise. He just realized that they're two dangerous outlaws that he has stumbled upon, and he has decided to be very nice about this. Right. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Your leg is fine.
Exactly.
And I here. Why don't I just get to work on this? And he starts
Yes.
blowing up the
Get
fire.
it. You know, welcome to the fire,
Around it.
you.
Right. Why don't I just get to work? Yeah. So anyway, there you are.
Yep. I could do some cookery.
Yeah.
Please mess it up.
And
Like the Fergal way, you know that.
we gotta keep you away from the food.
this is Usnara. Usnara. Yeah, he is a perfectly reasonable hunter, swamp scavenger kind of guy. So first, oddly enough, I got a hunter / trapper, forester / trapper, who was working. Apparently, we do a lot of work on
Yeah.
encounter tables.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, what is he doing working in the middle of the night? Well, he's getting back. You know.
Exactly.
And nobody who was here, it only makes sense that he was out.
Yeah.
Right? Because if he had been there, he would have left.
Yeah.
So the only person who could possibly be showing up by chance is somebody who's supposed to be there but wasn't before. So, all right, there you are, having your actually having a skilled survival guy with you.
It's probably a good idea.
That might not be that bad.
So I won't kill him yet.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you might
Can use
actually
them at
have a
least.
pretty good
Yeah.
meal sooner or later, and you might actually manage to make the camp a little bit more functional.
Yes.
So
More
I actually
camp-like.
think that the two of you will manage to get some rest.
Yeah.
For the rest of the as the night plays out through the next
Yeah.
watch. That's probably not too unreasonable.
No.
Lucky you.
Yes.
There's an encounter
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How many good encounters are
It's all
there?
circumstantial.
Yeah,
I
they're all
mean,
good.
technically,
What to do
a
with.
hunter trapper and a forester or a trapper in woods where they're poaching,
Yeah.
That's
right? They might want to eliminate witnesses,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
Here, it's just this guy who.
Who
Yeah.
enjoys hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who missed the action
He
and
missed all the action, yeah.
came back to the empty place
Yeah.
with two outlaws.
Yeah. But we
He
should,
wouldn't call you that.
no,
he
no.
says travelers, they were very gentlemanly,
Yeah.
and they went that way, pointing somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, that's your deal. So are the two of you going to sleep?
Should do it in watches, I guess.
Not at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
One sleeps,
yeah.
one is awake, one sleeps, one keeps watch at least.
Usnarl takes note of this, and when he realizes what you're doing, he looks a little disappointed. He was kind of hoping to leave. Counting himself lucky just to lose one rabbit. But no, he's a little trapped there. You know, every time he's like, I'll just go over to the edge. Oh, and he's looking.
Yeah.
Right. So that's that keeps him busy.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas you probably will return ultimately exhausted to the keep.
Yep.
And the main problem is that Geralt's not there. He's the steward. He's the
Yeah.
one who keeps order at the
Exactly.
keep, and he's not there. And everybody keeps looking for him, or everybody keeps trying to pass on responsibilities to him when he's not there,
Yeah.
and all the rest of it. Sir Petrin remembers that there was some issue with Orthas, but discovers that Orthas has a bit of a headache and is out of the picture for at least the next day or so.
I think before we go to bed, Oscwen will actually take a bit of an advantage of the situation with the disorder and sort of ask one of the guards she happens to know if she could borrow his dagger. She's in need of it.
She has her own dagger.
No, she doesn't.
Oh. Okay.
She has no, nothing. She has no arms.
Ymir is
She might have.
Ymir is shocked at the thought of you not having a dagger, and you will instantly be granted one.
Yeah, thank you. Finally, someone who understands me. Understands its need. Very good of you.
Which would lead us to having to write down dagger things, right?
She has no skills in the dagger. She has
Yeah.
the items.
That's
Yeah, the dagger. Yeah, the dagger. Yeah, exactly.
You have no skill in it?
No.
Really?
She
Okay.
has skills in spear and sling.
Mhm.
just improvise.
Yep. But she has a dagger. It's a
Yeah.
weapon. She actually can carry around, not spear. She can't really carry around the spear in daily work.
Not a civilization, at least.
And, yeah, and she doesn't really use it. Yeah, whatever. I'm not. Yes, thank you. Goes up.
Now, I would like to address your next moves. Morning will come. And with the morning, let's see here. We now are finally onto the 12th of the month.
Mhm.
Okay, I am willing to expand to days, except that the two of you have an issue. During the night, people with torches and lanterns moved slowly along the coast.
Yeah.
Basically more in a guarding
Mm.
and awareness formation, because they're concerned about monstrous attacks coming from this direction,
Yeah.
and they're going very slowly, and they are basically checking out the terrain as they go. But it is night falls fairly soon, and there's really no way they can continue that. So they are going to camp, or at least stop, well before. Well, you know what? They are probably going to coming a lot closer to you than you like, right? I mean, this is where some of the drama was. This is where the rest of it was. So, yeah, by the time the morning comes, they probably would have stayed in the periphery of Waseda at first, a little bit out of the bounds of the town. But when the morning comes, they are on their way in almost directly to where you are. So the question is whether you are going to attempt to evade them or not.
You're the most injured one. How do you feel? And you're in quite good standing at the keep.
Yeah. Also, I think it was the person that sent me with your out as well.
Yes, they did.
So, I'm thinking, not deciding, just thinking, like continue towards us and like act as we've been attacked. We have,
Definitely.
but instead of saying that we were attacked by Geralt and that we were by a monster, that's why we are injured, and the others didn't make it.
Could work. Could work. If you want to play it like that, or just or we could try and evade them.
Yeah, do we try and light them or just evade them and then arrive at the town while having evaded? Then to ask how did we get there? Enough them.
We got lost on the way home.
Yeah.
They would believe me at least.
On our own path in our own home area. Sure.
It's Fergal.
I was going to say, Fergal.
Yeah, but I'm not Fergal. I'm injured. I'm gonna be walking to the.
Did you send him to get eggs that one time? Yes.
But I found the chicken.
Was it dead?
Yeah.
It was a dog.
All right. So, where's your next step then? This is a very important question, and I have to leave it completely up to you.
We could split up. You could talk to them, and I could keep a distance.
And also the concern is
But these are
your
people
friend.
from the keep, and we realize that.
Yeah, and they recognize us.
Well, it hasn't quite happened yet,
No.
but you will become aware that there are people approaching. They seem organized.
Yeah.
They are spreading out. Now that they can see, they are spreading out across the terrain,
Yeah.
both on the road and off the road, and they are communicating with each other. And they're moving a little bit slowly because they are really trying to check everything out.
I don't really think
that's,
I don't really think
if you stay where you are,
They
you're
will
about
be-
to be discovered.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we could just approach them.
Yeah, and try to talk with.
Yeah, but we haven't done anything wrong.
No.
Have we? I haven't. Have you?
You're the one who killed them, but
I'm just serving my board.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't think you can really evade them. Like they are looking carefully.
Yeah, no, but let's
Yeah,
just.
so- We'll continue on the way, injured and like not
Yeah.
really approach them, but be on their way. Like we walk into each other, not literally into each other, like meet each other, but not seeking them out.
yeah,
Like we are just going the path back.
Should you perhaps hide the saddlebags? Or do you just carry them with you?
We have a couple of things to consider. First of all, for extra sympathy, you might actually support him as he lives alone.
Yeah.
Just
Yes,
have that image.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, yeah. And yes, you are carrying a considerable amount of weight on you right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
With all of these heavy things, which are getting heavier by the minute.
Yeah.
It seems. Usnarl, at this point, well, that's the point. If he starts to kind of fade back out of the situation, are the two of you going to object? Or will you just
No.
let him go?
Yeah. Now I will try and. Aren't you coming with us? We're heading back to the keep.
Well,
You have your swamp bunnies to sell.
that's true.
And the people here are gone.
They are.
Or at least not here at least. And if they fled, the most likely place would
But
be the keep.
he kind of points to the approaching people, and he's like looking at you and thinking,
Let's go and greet them.
greet them? He's confused as hell.
Yes.
He would have thought they were a posse looking for the two
Yeah.
murderers or something, and so he was
No,
trying to
no,
figure
yes.
out the best way not to be with the murderers. And
No.
so now he's very confused, and so you want to meet them. He gives up. He commends his soul to whatever version of Agric, it would be the least sadistic after death,
Yeah.
and whoever that might be. And, yeah.
Morgoth.
At this point, it's like the really nasty one, the ninja guys, the shadow guys,
And the assassin.
it's the Nevar, Nave. Yeah. At this point, no, not Nave. No, I guess it's. Isn't it Morgoth, who's basically like the black hole at the heart of everything guy? Yeah, he might even commend himself to Morgoth because at
Good
least
choice.
because then you're gone.
Yeah.
right?
No, or you get
your
raised
your troubles are over.
or you
Right.
get raised as a zombie.
Yeah, but just for your average person,
Nah,
it's all.
yeah,